a sea of contention in the West Philippine Sea, a vital artery of global trade and a tapestry woven with rich marine resources, has become the epicenter of a complex geopolitical struggle. Its strategic significance, serving as a conduit for trillions of dollars in annual trade and harboring vast reserves of oil and natural gas, has made it a focal point of international attention and increasingly contention. The Philippines, China, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all lay claim to portions of this maritime expanse, a tangled web of overlapping claims that has fueled tensions and raised concerns about potential conflict. At the heart of this dispute lies the interpretation and application of international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. The Philippines, in accordance with the UNCLOS provisions, asserts sovereignty over the waters within its 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. However, China's expansive 9-line claim, encompassing a vast swathe of the South China Sea, including areas within the Philippines' EEZ, has been a major point of friction. This fundamental disagreement over maritime boundaries has led to a series of incidents, standoffs, and diplomatic protests, casting a long shadow over regional stability. The presence of Chinese fishing fleets and Coast Guard vessels within the Philippines' EEZ, often engaging in aggressive and harassing behavior towards Filipino fishermen, has further inflamed tensions. The specter of miscalculation and unintended escalation looms large, underscoring the urgency of finding a peaceful and rules-based resolution to this maritime dispute. Allies in action. In the face of China's growing assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea, the Philippines has sought to bolster its maritime security posture through strengthened alliances and enhanced defense capabilities. The United States, a long-standing treaty ally of the Philippines, has reaffirmed its commitment to upholding freedom of navigation and supporting the Philippines' territorial integrity. Joint military exercises, such as the recent deployment of a U.S. carrier strike group for joint patrols in the South China Sea, serve as a potent symbol of this unwavering support. Australia, Japan, and other like-minded partners have also stepped up their engagement in the region, recognizing the shared stakes in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. Joint naval exercises, maritime domain awareness initiatives, and capacity-building programs have become increasingly frequent, fostering interoperability and demonstrating a united front against unilateral actions that threaten the rules-based maritime order. These collaborative efforts aim to deter aggression, maintain stability, and uphold international law in the region. By enhancing the Philippines' maritime capabilities and fostering a network of security partnerships, the Philippines and its allies seek to create a more secure and predictable maritime environment, where the rights and interests of all nations are respected. China's shadow looms. China's actions in the West Philippine Sea, characterized by assertive maritime claims, the construction of artificial islands, and the deployment of a robust maritime militia, have raised alarm bells across the region and beyond. Its expansive 9-line claim, which lacks a clear legal basis and has been invalidated by an international tribunal in The Hague, has been met with widespread condemnation. The militarization of disputed features in the South China Sea, transforming them into outposts equipped with airstrips, harbors, and radar systems, has further heightened tensions. These actions, perceived as a means of solidifying control over disputed waters and projecting power far from China's shores, have undermined trust and fueled an arms race in the region. China's growing maritime assertiveness has not only strained its relations with its neighbors, but also raised concerns about its long-term strategic intentions. The potential for miscalculation and escalation remains a serious concern, as does the erosion of the rules-based international order that has underpinned peace and stability for decades. Section 4. navigating troubled waters, upholding freedom of navigation and international law. At the heart of the tensions in the West Philippine Sea lies the fundamental principle of freedom of navigation, a cornerstone of international law and a vital artery for global trade and commerce. UNCLOS guarantees the right of innocent passage through territorial seas and the freedom of navigation and overflight in exclusive economic zones, principles that are essential for maintaining a free and open maritime domain. China's attempts to restrict or impede the lawful activities of other nations within what it claims as its own waters have been met with resistance from the international community. The United States, along with its allies and partners, conducts regular freedom of navigation operations, or FONOPs, to challenge excessive maritime claims and uphold the principles enshrined in UNCLOS. These operations, conducted in accordance with international law, serve as a clear message that the international community will not tolerate attempts to undermine the rules-based maritime order. The right of all nations to exercise their navigational rights and freedoms without fear of harassment or interference is paramount to ensuring peace, stability, and the free flow of trade in the region. Section 5. Flashpoint Second Thomas Shoal. A microcosm of sovereignty disputes. Second Thomas Shoal, a submerged reef located within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, has emerged as a focal point of the sovereignty disputes in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines maintains a small contingent of troops stationed on a grounded World War II-era ship, the BRP Sierra Madre, which serves as a symbol of its sovereignty over the shoal. China, however, claims Second Thomas Shoal as its Tizonisos Orandubun, part of its expansive 9-line claim. Chinese Coast Guard vessels maintain a near-constant presence in the vicinity of the shoal, regularly harassing and attempting to block Philippine supply missions to the BRP Sierra Madre. These dangerous maneuvers, often involving water cannons and dangerous close-quarters encounters, have raised concerns about escalation and the potential for miscalculation. The situation at Second Thomas Shoal highlights the fragility of the status quo in the West Philippine Sea and the risks posed by China's assertive actions. The international community has called on all parties to exercise restraint, resolve disputes peacefully through dialogue, and refrain from actions that could escalate tensions further. Section 6. The U.S. stands firm, a steadfast ally in the face of aggression. The United States, bound by its mutual defense treaty with the Philippines, has repeatedly affirmed its commitment to defending its ally against armed attacks in the Pacific, including in the South China Sea. This unwavering support has been demonstrated through joint military exercises, the provision of defense equipment, and strong diplomatic backing for the Philippines' position in the maritime dispute. The U.S. presence in the region, while not seeking confrontation, serves as a deterrent against aggression and a stabilizing force for the rules-based maritime order. The U.S. Navy regularly conducts freedom of navigation operations, challenging excessive maritime claims and upholding the principles of international law. The U.S. commitment to the Philippines' defense is a cornerstone of its Indo-Pacific strategy, aimed at maintaining peace, stability, and the free flow of commerce in the region. The U.S. recognizes that the outcome of the disputes in the South China Sea has implications far beyond the region, impacting the global commons and the rules-based international order.